Somewhere along the line, we started treating trying like failure. So I posed a question that, looking back at your life, do you see your pursuits as a museum of trying or a gallery of failure? And honestly, I'd argue that for most of us, it's the latter, and we need to change that. So obviously the title of this video being Museum of Failure or Gallery of Trying, it's all about perspective. I thought it's really important to explain the metaphor because I remember when I first heard it, I said, it kind of ate with that one. And I feel like for so many things, you know, you hear so much. Like I remember hearing, you don't know until you try, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So if we know this, then why is it that when it comes to actually applying it to our lives, we're like, I mean, yeah, facts, but like, for me, no, it's because I'm
dumb and I'm stupid and I suck. And
everything I do in my life, I'm a failure. So the issue is that it's how you look at things, because you can have the same exact experience. For example, you apply for something, you get rejected. In your head, do you see that as a failure, a loss, or do you see that as, you know what? I did the thing anyway. I still tried. And you should put that shit up and be proud of yourself for the fact that you tried. Because I think a big issue that we have is we're like, yes, full send, you know, let's do it. But then when we don't get the either or answer, you know, like it's like a win or lose kind of situation. We view everything with that mindset. So if we don't get our desired outcome, then we're like, oh my gosh, like why did I even do it in the first place? But you don't know that like every single loss is a redirection. I hate when people say that. I'm actually like, I'm gonna elbow drop you, but it is so true in the grand scheme of things. And that's why I thought it was so important to touch on this, because I know it's like a cliche saying and we hear it everywhere. It's like, this is nothing philosophical, Zoya, I know, but I need to hear this, so I'm telling you guys too, so we can both benefit, because we need to stop treating our losses like they're losses, you know? It's not a failure. Just because one thing didn't work out one time doesn't mean it's not gonna work out. Think of so many different scenarios where something didn't work out initially, but then it comes back to you later down the line. Or you are put in a situation that is so much better than what you originally wanted. Like, we really need to stop treating a loss as a failure or an attempt that didn't end successfully as a failure on our part, and something that, you know, it's just so frustrating because you minimize the fact that you even attempted something. And we've just gone to this point where if you don't get that desired outcome, we've started to equate trying and failure in the same thing. It's like you would much rather not attempt something if there's a risk that you won't be successful, rather than trying something and realizing it's not for you. Like, I know it's scary. Trust me. I'm talking to a freaking camera right now. Like, I know that doing things outside of your comfort zone and doing things that you aren't guaranteed a dub, which what does that even mean, can be scary. But regardless, in life, you are here to experience life. You are here to try new things and figure out what works for you and what doesn't. And the only way you're gonna be able to do that is if you try things and if you are unsuccessful at things, you know? You can even try something and like be mid at it, and like that's okay, like that's good enough. I don't know why like, it's so frustrating because like we live in a world where we have this expectation, you know, both for ourselves and like from society, that if you do something you need to be like good at it. No, it's okay to be bad at something, especially when you're starting out. Think about athletes, think about musicians. They didn't just start out going crazy on the keyboard. Like, they didn't start out like being able to like, you know, sink a three-pointer. Some of them maybe, some people are lucky like that, but hard work pays off. Hard work pays off. Just because you don't make it this one time, just because something goes wrong, just because something doesn't happen right away, doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. You just need to put in the work, and you need to give yourself permission to be a beginner. That is the biggest piece of advice that I can give. Give yourself permission to be a beginner, and slow and steady wins the race. We live in a time, you know, where everything is just like, attention spans are gone, there's so much urgency, and we expect to see results overnight. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. For some people it might, but for the majority of us, it doesn't. And you will see the fruits of your labor, but you need to give yourself grace. That's the biggest thing. You really need to give yourself grace, and you need to stop having this like, oh, like I'm such a failure and everything, life is against me and I can never do anything properly mentality, because that is it. Back to what I was saying about the metaphor, but museum of failure, gallery of trying. Which one is it, you know, when you're looking back at your life? And why? Because at the end of the day, it's the same experience, but it's how you're viewing to see it. If you see something not going the way that you anticipated, well, at the end of the day, you still tried it, so that's still like good on you, because now you know going forward, you can build on that. You can figure out, okay, so this is, you know, the decision you made right here. So are you gonna go this way or this way? Are you gonna reattempt it, or are you gonna go a different direction because you're like, you know what? I tried this thing and like I'm glad I tried it because I realized it's not for me. That is the difference. That is why the metaphor is there, to really show you that so much of life, and people say this all the time, so much of life is how you respond to things. You know, it's not what happens to you, but it's how you choose to respond to that. And it's still true to this. Like, don't see failures as a verification, as validation that, oh, like something's not for you. The only time where failure is final is when you let it be, is when you give up. You like, just because you aren't successful at something the first try, that doesn't mean that it's not going to be successful, you know? Think about how many times they have to do like test runs on things. They never get it the first time. And even if they do get it the first time, they still do like they still run additional tests. So why is it any different for your life? Why is it that you put so much effort into something and you don't get the results that you thought you would, and then that's validation to you that, oh, well, that must mean that I suck and this is not meant for me, when you can never lose if you try. The biggest thing is you need to ask yourself, would you rather try something and not be successful at it, but still know that you tried that thing and be able to sleep at night, you know? Like, okay, you know what? It wasn't for me, and like, yeah, it sucks that it didn't work out in the way that I wanted to, but like, you know what? At least I know. Like, at least I tried it. Or would you rather live with the guilt of never trying that thing at all? Like, the what if. No, you do not want to live with the what ifs. Trust me. The biggest regret you will have at the end of your life is, I wish I did X. I wish I did Y. I wish I did Z. It's the fact that by trying, you're able to validate yourself and be more secure in yourself, knowing that you tried the thing that you wanted to do. Sorry, I'm very passionate about this because I'm also like yelling at myself, because I hold myself back so much because of the fear of failure, because of the fear of being seen trying. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? That's the biggest thing that I need to learn, and I'm gonna talk about this probably in like a future video about my upbringing and how much it affected me and how the fear of perception is real. And it's funny considering the fact that I literally upload onto YouTube, but still, like, that's me trying, that's me getting over that, because you can't let fear of failure and fear in general hold you back from trying things. You learn by trying things. You know what you like by trying things. And if you're gonna look back at all the things that you tried as failure, well then you're gonna live an unfulfilled life, because it's not about the experience. It's not about whatever you tried, but it's more so about your mentality and how you choose to view it. Because I think, pat yourself on the back if you have, you know, rooms and rooms and rooms filled of this museum of all of your pursuits and everything that you tried, and some that you were unsuccessful at, but you still tried it, and you can sleep at night knowing that you tried it. And the reason why we are so hesitant to try things is because of the fear of failure. And this fear of failure hurts because you are expecting instant confirmation that you're good enough. And when you don't get that, and when you try something and the fact that you know you tried something and you're not good at it, that really takes a toll on your ego. The fact that like you weren't good enough, because if you were good enough, it would work out. But life does not work like that. Life does not work like that. And the biggest way that you win in life is by trying new things, whatever that may be, by taking risk. It is 2026, okay? It is the year of the horse. It is all about taking risks and running towards doing the things that you want to do. 2026, everything clicks, but that will not happen if you stay within your comfort zone and you fear failure. Use failure as your driver, because the only way that failure actually wins, the only way that you truly fail is when you stop, is when you give up, is when you let it take the reins, is when you let it be the confirmation. Because there's nothing wrong with trying something and then stopping it for a bit and then picking it up. You are the biggest star. W's in the chat. If you step away from something and you come back to it, there's nothing wrong with that. I literally did that. There's evidence on my YouTube channel. Go look. I needed to find myself and I took a step back, but I came back. That's where you win. That's how you truly show up for yourself. That's how you truly win. By always bouncing back, by coming back. It's so upsetting that we hold ourselves back so much because we're scared of failure, because we're scared of being seen trying, and so many of us are gonna settle with our aspirations in life because we're scared to take that risk, because of the fact that there's a chance that you may not be successful. I remember hearing this back when I played basketball. It was, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And that has stayed with me over 10 years later, because facts. Okay, you know, you're lined up to take a shot and you're like scared because you're like, oh my gosh, like it might not go in, like it might, like I might hit the rim and it might. If you don't take the shot, no matter what, there's not gonna be a shot. 100% you're gonna miss that shot. But if you take that shot, yeah, you might miss it, but it might go in. It might go in, and you won't know until you take the shot, until you take the risk, until you try. So, would you rather have 100% chance of not being successful, 100% chance of losing, or 50-50 or 75-25? Like, it doesn't have to be equal, but just do it. Just do it. Nike logo, you know, Nike's motto or whatever. Just do it. Do it. You can never lose if you try. Trying is not a failure. Stop making both of those things the same. You are not a failure if you try at something. If anything, you are a winner, because so many people do not try because of the fear of failure. So many people live in a comfort zone, but at night they go to sleep and they aspire so many things, but it is the fear of failure holding them back. It is the fear of being perceived trying that holds so many of us back, because it's not even that, like, you know, we're scared of being bad at something. For sure, that's a part of the equation, but I think a bigger part of it is the day and age we live in, and being seen trying, being seen being bad at something is what deters so many of us. Who cares? Because at the end of the day, this is gonna get like very deep, but you are gonna die alone. At the end of the day, you're gonna die alone. So who cares? Who cares? Who cares? And be delusional. Be delusional, because that's how you do it. There's a reason why all of these different catchphrases exist. Fake it till you make it. Act like the version of yourself you want to be, because it's all about mindset. It's all about perspective. There's a reason why it's a part of the title, because it is not, oh, you failed, oh, you tried. It's how you view it, how you choose to view it, actually. So, again, what do you say? Are your pursuits a museum of failure or a gallery of trying? Or you can even interchange however you want to see it. If you want to see it as a gallery of trying and a museum of failure, do that. It don't matter. But what matters is that you see it as a win. You should be so proud of yourself. So proud of yourself for trying, for doing the thing. Because so many people don't even do that. And I'm speaking from my own experience as well. There's so many things that back then I wish I had the courage to try. But I was so scared of being perceived, of being not only just perceived, but being seen as trying, being seen as a beginner. The thought of that has resulted in years of dreams that I've had to put under the bed, you know, that I've had to put to rest. And like, it makes me so sad looking back, because I wish I tried. I wish, because now you can't make up for lost time. You can't. Time is the one thing in life that doesn't matter, you know, if you're Elon Musk, if you got billions of dollars, you can't go back in time. You can't make up for lost time. So you have now, and it is in your hands, and it is in your ability to action that time. You know what I'm saying? Put in the work, try, and fail, yes, like, you know, it's okay, like, it's okay to fail, it's okay, but get back up and keep trying. Or take that experience, put it in your pocket and say, you know what, hell yeah, I tried. It didn't work out. But you know what, it's okay, because by trying that, I realized this about myself, that actually, I might not like this, but I think I might like this. So let me try that too. Yes, that is how you win. That is how you are gonna take charge and really change your life. Like, that's how your life will change, because your perspective is everything, and making sure that you are showing up for yourself is how you're gonna live a fulfilled life, because you only get one life. So might as well do the things that you want to do and not care about what other people are gonna think. Stick up your middle finger to them, yup, because it's your life, and live it how you want to. You are the main character of your life. Everybody else is a side character in your story, because you are the main character of your story. So start acting like it. Because think about how boring the episodes would be if the main character just like did their own routine every single day and like didn't try new things. Yeah, no, I live for the plot. I love thickening the plot, and I will continue to do so, because I know that that's gonna help make me so much more secure in my individuality and my identity, and know for a fact that I actually do like this, and I actually do like this because I tried, and I don't like this because I tried it out and I didn't like it. But I also like this thing I tried, and you know what, like I may not be the best at it, but I want to try to get better at it. So you better see failure and trying as two separate things, because just because you tried something and weren't successful at it doesn't mean you failed. It means you actually won because you tried. And that's all that matters, and you should give yourself a freaking pat on the back, and you should put some respect on your name. Yeah, but thanks for listening. I hope this year is the year where we all really start living the lives that we aspire to, that we all start taking risks to make those dreams a reality, and the year where we give ourselves the grace to be bad at things, to be mid, to be beginners, because that's how you are gonna level up. That's how you're gonna get better at something, by trying and by putting in the work and training. Like, think about athletes. They put in the work. That's why they get to where they are. They don't just start out that way. You can never lose if you try something. And the issue is that trying is praised in theory, but punished in reality. And we need to change that. So yeah, all I gotta say is you can walk through rooms and label them as failures, or you can label them as evidence of you trying and of you showing up. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, this is when I tried this, and this is when I tried this. Or you can say, this is when I failed at this, this is when I failed at this. How are you gonna choose to label those experiences? Because it's in the ball is in your court. So starting now, maybe when you look back at your life, you don't need to rewrite the moments. Maybe you just need to stop punishing yourself for having, tried. So put respect on your name, and let this be the permission that you need in case you aren't giving it to yourself already. Start seeing your pursuits as evidence of your bravery, as evidence of your courage for trying something, even if you don't get your desired outcome. Even if you okay, you know what, I need to shut up because I've been talking for so long, but this is your sign. This is me actually yelling at you and screaming at you
And being like, stop being so mean to yourself.
Because stop being so mean to yourself, be gentler with yourself, and start treating yourself with the respect that you so effortlessly give others. Because if anything, you deserve it the most. You've been with yourself, you've overcome all of these obstacles, you've overcome all of these pursuits that you weren't successful at, you've bounced back. So respect yourself and be nicer to yourself, because no one is gonna come to save you. No one is gonna do that for you except for yourself. So you better do it. This is our year. Let's change our lives this year. But yeah, anyways, that's all I really had for today. And honestly, I need to shut up because I've been yapping for so long. But I love you so much. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next video very soon.